Danny Gaselli.
Now, today's topic can either kind of turn into this, or on the other side of it, it could be quite joyous, really, like, stuff like this. So for the sake of putting a smile on your dial, I think let's keep this music. What do you reckon? So today is all about the smallest thing that caused a tiff between you and your partner. I've got a million examples, but I'll give you two for now. There was once where I had a gig at the Wilco Sun, and my wife, then fiance, came with me, and I'm very particular about how I pack and what I pack. So we did the gig, everything went super, super well. The next day, we overslept, and we had to come back to Durban for another gig. And she said, okay, well, let me help you pack while you shower. Now, I'm a control freak, and I know what I've packed, how to pack, where I put things in certain places, all of that jazz. Anyway, she packed up everything, we left, and I got home, and my hanger for my suit was missing. Now, I'd hired this suit from a suit shop, and they're very particular about returning hangers. So we had a tiff over that. Looking back, very childish my side. Another example, and I'm sure you've had this within your relationship, was when your partner has a bad dream about you and then they take it out on you the next morning. You were so mean to me in my dream. Like, I'm sorry I was mean to you in your dream. I mean, I wasn't there. The imagination of me was there. I'm sorry. So I want to know from you today, what's the smallest thing that has caused a tiff between you and your partner? I'm looking at some of the comments on the WhatsApp line, and they are absolutely hilarious. J. Dean Wilson says, he didn't butter both sides of the bun. That can cause a huge tiff in your relationship. V says, oh gosh, he never put back the toothpaste cap. Onyx Moon says, the shape/consistency of the buns I bought from Spar. Leanne said, 101 remote questions. Please send us a voice note. The smallest thing that has caused a tiff between you and your partner that you can now look back on and have a good laugh about.
Hi, Danny, Renee here. The smallest thing that causes a tiff between me and my partner is the fact that I'm Afrikaans and he's English. And let me tell you, about 3 p.m. I've got no English airtime left. And then we misunderstand each other completely, or rather would I say, he doesn't understand me too well. Have a good show. Thank you.
Hi there, Danny Gazelli. It's Shaya. So the tiff that was caused between me and my partner began because of my TikTok videos. Now, keep in mind, it's not disturbing videos or videos that are not supposed to be on social media. So basically, I have a lot of friends, right? So I duetted one of my male friends, and we were just vibing to an old school track, and that just caused drama upon drama, because it was singing about a track where a guy is trying to teach another guy how to treat his woman, and then I just put the caption as homies for life. And I was vibing with the same track. And hey, it took us, after a few quarrels, to try and solve the issue, where I just had to throw the towel in and be like, yeah, okay, I get you, I respect you, yeah, I ain't gonna do shit. I ain't gonna make any more TikTok videos.
And then Samantha said, my driving versus his driving. My directions versus his directions. Keep them coming through. What is the smallest thing that has caused a tiff between you and your partner?
Hi, Danny. You Wednesday wonder you. Hope you're warm. It's Valerie from Pietermaritzburg. So I find that if there's an argument between my husband and myself, there's always something that's an underlying issue. And it could happen from like 2001, and you will bring it up no matter what in this conversation that's happening today. I don't know whether it's a guy thing, Danny, but you need to let me know, because I find no matter how much we try and clean our houses, the husbands always look like they leave it like there's a tornado that just went through it with 6 kids. I have no idea how that happens, but everything in its place and a place for everything, Thank you. Cheers.
Here, it is definitely not putting the blanket neat enough on the bed.
Isn't it hilarious how the smallest thing in your mind can set your partner off, like that last voice note there? I didn't fold the blanket the right way. Huge fight at home. But back to Valerie there. Look, I can't speak for all men. I just can't, because we're all different. According to some women, we're all the same. But in my opinion, we are all different. And yes, some guys are neat freaks. And some guys will have a shower and just leave the towel on the floor. deal with that person. Put them in their place.
Hi. So for me, it's the opposite. My husband is a total neat freak. And the smallest thing that sets him off is, when the toilet paper is finished and you leave the little cardboard roll there. If I don't throw it away within 1 millisecond, we have the hugest fights. And for me, I just want to throw it away and replace the next time I go to the toilet. Yeah, but we've had some really huge fights over it.
Ongoing accident.
Hi, Danny. I'll stay anonymous. My partner can go through a clean towel each time he showers. But wait, he showers about 5 times a day. 4 to 5 times a day. And you know who he is.
What?
Hi, Danny. It's Sam Boja from The Bluff. So my husband, the one thing that really gets on his last nerve is when I don't close the cupboard fully. To a point where one day when I came from work, he unscrewed the cupboard door to prove a point because he's like, I don't need a door if I don't close it properly. So yeah, that's one thing that pisses my husband off like you won't believe.
Yo, that is funny. The reason I'm laughing so much is because I can 100% relate to your hubby, because my missus, she has a PhD in leaving cupboards open. At first I thought she was doing it on purpose to annoy me, but it's not. So if I had the energy, I would remove the cupboard doors just to make a point, but I don't have the energy nor the time. But that is a fantastic thing your husband has done or did. But did it rectify the problem? You got to voice note me and let me know. I reckon we continue this because this is a lot of fun. And it's an opportunity to just let our guard down, look within and have a little giggle, because sometimes in life you just need to giggle. Life is too serious. So what's the smallest thing that's caused a tiff within your relationship? Joining the show right now is Mel. Hello, Mel.
How's it, Danny? How are you?
I am splendid. How are you?
Good. I'm fabulous, thank you.
I listened to your voice note. I had tears running down my face. Talk to us.
So my husband has this thing of loving to take the toilet roll off the holder, but doesn't just leave it in the bathroom. He'll take it out of the bathroom with him and put it somewhere else in the house. So when the next person goes to the toilet, there's no toilet roll.
Mel, how long has this been happening for?
Oh my gosh, it's been since we've been dating.
How long have you been dating?
I would say like 5-6 years.
Okay, and then how long have you been living together?
We've been living together for 4 years now, and it's an ongoing thing. Like, he's like, no, because I need to blow my nose. But I'm like, but leave the toilet roll in the bathroom, because then he disappears, and then you can't find anything, and you can't leave the toilet at the same time because you don't have a toilet.
So what is the way around this? How are you going to get past the situation in this relationship?
My gosh, we're going to have to make sure that the toilet or the bathroom is always fully stocked with toilet paper. I mean, I'm going to have to hide it somewhere, or I don't know what. But it always ends up being like the last toilet roll as well that's in the bathroom. So there's not even a spare that's lying around.
I've got a cunning plan. It's very childish, though. I reckon that you do the exact same thing back to him. So when you've finished, you just take the toilet roll with you and hide it in a place that only you know where it is. It's childish, but it may work.
It may work, and then when he starts to call me from the bathroom, I just won't answer, and I'll be like, oh, sorry, I was outside.
Yeah, now you've learned your lesson, and then the toilet flushes like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Mel, thank you for joining us on the show today. Thanks for sharing.
Thanks, Danny. Have a good one.
And good luck for the rest of your relationship. I hope things work out with us, okay? I'll be thinking of you.
That's very kind. Thank you.
Awesome. Take care. Now, that is how you get to the bottom of things. Tell us your story.
Hi, Danny. Taniki here. It didn't cause a tiff. He got the silent treatment. I had a dream. I woke up and it was like reality. So when he leaned over, morning, darling, did you sleep well? It's like, don't touch me. Don't do that. Left, got dressed, went to work, and I got to work and I thought, but you were being stupid. That was only a dream. But he was cheating in my dream. So, yeah, but no, it didn't cause a tiff. It was just, I gave him the silent treatment.
Danny, how's it? Mitch here. Yeah, no, I can easily agitate my girlfriend. Look, there's 12 years between us, so she calls me grumpy. Look, I do a lot of driving between the courts and stuff like that, so I get bored on the road. So I will phone her to agitate her. So, I've got something to amuse myself. And if she phones me and she says something to me, then I'll yeah. And then she'll phone me later and I'll say, what are you talking about? You didn't speak to me about it. And she freaks out. She rages. And it's hysterical for me. And I'll phone her for something, and then 5 minutes later I'll phone her about the same thing. And she said, you just told me about it. I said, but I've got OCD. I've got to repeat it 7 times. And a few minutes later I'll phone her again, just so that I'm agitating her and that she's thinking of me. And she's like, you're grumpy and you're agitating me. And I'm like, I'm not trying to agitate. Me? Never. I love it too much. It's fantastic.
Nice banter there. I love it. If you fancy a laugh today, go to the East Coast Radio Facebook page. Read some of the comments pertaining to today's topic. It'll have you in stitches.
Danny Gaselli, While You Work, East Coast Radio.